Stock tip. Best stock setups.
Hi, welcome to this week's Last Stock Tip Daily Update episode with me, Marcel Todia. It was an interesting week. You can see anything else. We've got a lot of positive and negative signals. One positive, one negative, one positive, one negative, one positive here. So the signals were all mixed, but in the end, if you take a look at the weekly chart, it's pretty much gone the way you would expect it to go. We've had this shooting star here with a small OSI reversal underneath this previous pivot, so this was a signal for a short-term bearish move, and we've got it. In the weekly chart, the candle looks pretty neutral, and I'm pretty happy that that our level here, 4,450, has held. So this was our primary support level here. It has held, and as long as this holds, we are still in a rally. As soon as we break, or as soon as we close beneath this level, we might go back to a bear market. I don't know what's going to happen. They often say we see the things the way we want them to be. So I want the market to be a bit more bullish, and I see it still pretty bullish and still like a healthy small correction here. I don't know which way it's going to go. I pretty much think the market is going hand in hand with Apple. So as soon as Apple stops consolidating here after this crazy move up and starts going again, I think the S&P 500 is going to also be pulled up. So this is why I'm basing my stuff on, and the weekly you also see here it's not that bad. Perhaps another negative week, and if if we get another sideways candle here in the weekly chart, I think then we are ready for the big breakout. But it remains to be seen. So this pretty much looks the same way here. So perhaps another sideways candle here, so another candle, an inside candle here, and then a breakout. This is what I would love to see. Actually, I would love to see a new breakout, but I would expect to see another sideways candle, perhaps even going further down to 4,400. I hope not, but it's not out of the table, so off from the table. You get the point. You know what I mean. The other side, we see the bearish signals in the Nasdaq and in the IVM. So the Nasdaq is pretty much still in minus. It has managed to recover here 50% of the losses, and now it's heading down again. So this is something I definitely don't like. And the IVM is looking the same. It's pretty much almost at the bottom of the previous correction range, so I don't like it either. But I think the market is still responding to Apple and to S&P 500. If the S&P 500 is going to turn, then the whole market is going to turn. But like I said, we often see things the way we want them to be, and let's see how it's going to end. Let's take a look at the euro to US dollar. So euro to US dollar has the trend is still continues. So we are still on a negative trend, and I think the next level. I think the next level will be this one, and I base my analysis on this weekly chart. So we hit here nice resistance. And then we started going back down again, back down, 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 down. Here is another flag, down, another flag, small flag, but the flag, small flag, down. And in a couple of weeks, I think we're going to hit 106 here. And the next final level would be 103. it could be that we shall see 103 until the end of the year, and then that's the big question: what's going to happen then? Because this is a historic figure. But for the time being, I think the downwards trend is going to continue, and sooner than later we're going to hit 106 and then perhaps get a new bounce or start falling rapidly to 103. Oil is still consolidating, and I just have a gut feeling that it's still not ready, and it might fall some more. It's just a gut feeling. I can be sure of it, so it's just a gut feeling. Anyways, if we break out above this trend line, then we have a continuation of the rally in oil. But my gut feeling tells me it's going to fall to the 20 moving average. But like I said, I can be sure of that. Gold, on the other hand, is looking way healthier, and I think gold has matured now, and it just might break out this coming week. Silver, pretty much the same story here, so it has pretty much matured, and it might break out the next week. So what's the strategy going forward? Well, the strategy remains the same. We are still in neutral mode yet now. We don't want to start any new positions like crazy. I did try some new positions, but some of them failed. So until we break out again, I think we should still remain in neutral mode, and the breakout would be, for the time being, above 4,550 here in the daily, in S&P 500, respectively above this trend line. So let's just see what happens. Another marker for the rally would be Apple. If Apple starts rallying again, and you will see it rallying again, then that's when you know, okay, you could start some new positions again. Yes, so this is the strategy. On the other side, if we close beneath 4,550, I would start going on the defensive and definitely stop any buying, any buying here, any swing trades that you might have planned. Probable support line would be 4,400, but I think I'm ready to go on the defensive already as soon as we close beneath 4,450. So my portfolio has also taken a bit of a hit, but it's not because of swing trading, it's because of my active option, and that's why I've taken a pretty significant hit, but I'm not panicking yet. This is a long-term option, and as long as it goes, I will let it active, because as I've bought this option, I had I think I had 1 in 7 chances, so my risk to reward ratio was 1:7. This means it's enough to get it right 1 in 7 times, and you're still not losing money. 2 in 7, you're still earning a lot of money, and that's why I'm sticking to it. I'm just waiting to see what happens. Even if it goes bad, the chances are still with me, so 1 in 7, and you get your money back. Anything more, then you're still with a nice win. So even if I lose it, it is how it is. The odds are in my favor. I still see the odds in my favor, and they were from the beginning, so be it as it may. It's not my whole portfolio anyway. So Apple, my position still holds out. My stop is at 168, and I might think about temporarily suspending this stop and taking it out, or moving it to 166 temporarily, just to see what's going to happen next week. I would really hate to depart from this position, so that's why I think I'm going to temporarily suspend this stop and give Apple some much needed room. Amazon, on the other hand, has gone sour, so I was stopped in Amazon, and I think I'm going to let it rest for the time being. and I won't be starting any new positions anytime soon in Amazon. So basically I'm going to wait for the market to turn or to continue heading back up, but Apple is something I wish to hold in my portfolio for the time being. If it falls beneath 166, then that's definitely no go, but for the time being I think I want to hold on to it. BBO portion of my position was close here. I still have my final stop here at 10, so the half of the position was closed. This is the half I've bought here, or here. This is the half I bought here with a stop here, and this half has been closed. I still have my position which I bought here, and I'm basically 1/3 in minus. PayPal still holding on, but just barely. I think my stop is at 109, just barely holding on. So interesting position. Zynga 109 or 111, I don't remember quite clearly, to be honest. I don't remember quite clearly. And Zynga is also out. Zynga also got stopped. It still looks pretty good. So it still looks pretty good. It still has managed to find a footing here in the range of the 50 moving average, and overall here in the daily chart and in the weekly chart it still looks pretty good. Of course I don't like this weekly candle, this last candle, but overall it's still a top setup and it remains on the top setup list, but out of the portfolio. So these are the positions going forward. Let's see what next week brings. That's all for today. Today I won't be doing any top setups. I have to research them, and I think today or tomorrow I'm going to search for them. Then I'm also going to update the scans list on the website, on the homepage, stock-tip.com. Don't forget. And then I will be returning next week with a new daily updates. Okay, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you Monday.